So you live in Kansas City or San Angelo, Texas, or Boise, Idaho, and you don't think anyone would want to exchange in your town? In this video, I'll tell you why that's totally not the case. I'll also explain how to set up your profile to draw home exchangers no matter where you live. And if you stick around till the end, I'll share my 2 favorite little-known home exchange hacks for finding people who might want to exchange in your town. First of all, welcome to my office in my hometown, Sacramento, California. Everyone knows there are a lot of great places to visit in California, from San Diego to Disneyland, the Napa Valley to Lake Tahoe. We have national parks and well-known international cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco. But do you ever hear of people wanting to vacation in Sacramento? Probably not. I can, however, tell you that every year I have multiple requests for people wanting to exchange here in Sacramento. So if you live in a town like Sacramento or somewhere even less well-known, don't sweat it. You can still home swap. That's because there are likely other reasons why people visit your town. Basically, if you have a hotel in your hometown, you obviously have people who come from other places and need to stay there. So if you're wondering some of the reasons that home exchangers have reached out to us, first, we had an attorney who was coming into town for a case and he needed a place to stay for a week or so that was more comfortable than a hotel. We also have 2 universities nearby, and every year there are graduations that bring family members from out of town. Home exchange is great for families who would love separate bedrooms in one house rather than a hotel room with 2 queen-size beds where 4 people have to squeeze into it. Also, every December there's a marathon in Sacramento. There's also a triathlon here in town, which usually results in at least a few home exchange requests to pick from. This summer we have a family from Spain staying here because they want a Northern California home base that's central to a lot of the day trips and the shorter overnight trips that they have planned. My personal favorite home exchange, and this has become a regular swap, is with a couple from Hawaii who have family here in Sacramento. Their first grandson was just born a few years ago, and they come here every chance they can to see him. It's awesome for us because Hawaii is one of our favorite places to go. It's also one of the most popular destinations on home exchange, so it's not always easy to find people who are willing and have the availability to exchange with you. Now let's talk profile setup. My top suggestion for setting up your profile would be to really consider what's in your hometown or not too far away. On your home exchange profile, you'll be asked if you're close to a regional landmark, a state landmark, a national landmark, or an international landmark. Think about the places you might not visit on a regular basis because you're not a tourist in or around your town, but someone else might come to town for. You can even list distances from your home to key locations like the airport. I've got the state capital, Old Sacramento, San Francisco, and Lake Tahoe all listed with mileage from my house to those destinations. Another really important way to optimize your profile, make sure you take great pictures. We're going to Nashville on a home swap in a couple of months, and I chose a home that's actually 15 minutes farther from the downtown area, which is where we're going, because it had better pictures. It looked beautiful and nicer than the others. Other places that were even closer to where we were going. Photos really can make a difference. Even with these tips, I'm sure you know that you probably won't be overwhelmed with requests like you would if you lived in a major tourist destination. I get maybe 5 to 7 requests each year for our Sacramento condo, and we'll usually only do 1 or maybe 2 of them just because of scheduling. But it really only takes 1 or 2 exchanges to get enough points for you to plan a really great vacation wherever you want to go. So now for my 2 favorite home exchange hacks that could help you line up an exchange no matter where you live. The first one's really simple. Spread the word. Tell your neighbors or your colleagues or your friends that you're listing your house on a home exchange site in case they have friends or family who are coming to visit them, like for summer vacation or for the holidays, and need a place to stay. Remember, you don't have to go to their house. You can always exchange for guest points, bank those points, and then use them to travel somewhere else entirely that you want to go. You could even post something on a Nextdoor or Facebook community page if you have access and are active on anything like that. It's a great way for family members to visit without cramming everyone into the host's home or spending a lot of money on an Airbnb or a hotel. The second thing you can do is actually on the home exchange site. See this little button up here? It's a reverse home exchange. When you fill out your profile, you're asked which locations you'd like to visit. And if anyone has indicated your town, it'll pop up here and you can actually reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed you have Sacramento on your list of desirable locations. I'm here for you if you want to exchange. I hope I've convinced you to consider home swapping, even if you don't live in a tourist destination. If you want to check out my favorite home swap platform, look for the home exchange link in the show notes below, and please hit subscribe if you're interested in learning more about home swap travel, and maybe even like and share this episode with a friend. That's all for now. Aloha, friends.